Hi, welcome to PrepTalk. This is a voice-driven conversation application that helps you uh, practice for an interview with very relevant questions that'll be generated based on the job description and customized help based on the information you provide in your resume. Generate the questions. The generation of the question is a call from this application off to Gemini Pro to Gemini 3 and generates the pretty solid interview questions. While this thing's loading up, I'll show you an extras here. The voice is using OpenAI. Has the option to try Gemini, but Gemini has a limit of 50 calls per day, so I have to use this more reliable voice platform.
Taylor. I'm your interview coach, and I'm here to help you prepare for your upcoming interview for the Staff Product Manager AI Migrations role. Since the job description mentions Snowflake's relocation to Menlo Park, we will focus on your ability to drive AI platform transitions within a data cloud ecosystem. Let's dive right in with our first question. Given the role focuses on AI migrations and your background in workflow modernization at Nordstrom, describe a complex technical migration or platform adoption you led. What were the biggest friction points for the users, and how did you architect the product to mitigate those risks?
I think I'm going to need some help with this one. So here it's using my resume and the question and making a call to the back end. And it takes a little while for it to come back.
I couldn't find resume details to ground a draft answer. Share 2 to 3 relevant resume bullets and I'll help. Missing details. Specific technical details.
I'm jumping in on this. It's a little bit of a kind of pedantic the way that it looks for it, but I'm going to have it. First off, I'm going to mute this. I'm going to have it, I'm going to ask it a different question, different way, just kind of jump off the script. Given my resume doesn't have this exact point and you have access to my resume, can you craft your best answer? These calls generally take between 20 and 30 seconds.
Based on your resume, a strong response should focus on your leadership of the miracle-based marketplace or fulfillment routing modernization, as these represent large-scale platform transitions. Here is a draft answer using the STAR, situation, task, action, result format. Situation. At Nordstrom, I led the migration to a miracle-based marketplace platform to modernize our partner ecosystem and fulfillment capabilities. Task. My goal was to move legacy supply chain workflows to a more scalable, automated platform without disrupting existing operations or data integrity. Action. I identified that the biggest friction point for internal users was data trust, specifically how partner performance and inventory would be instrumented in the new system. To mitigate this, I architected the product strategy around measurable operational outcomes.
Well, you get the point. I find this really helpful. One of the things you get when you end your practice, it'll score it. I'm sure this is going to be extremely low score because I pretty much said nothing in terms of an answer. I would expect a 0. It's generating it right here. You get an export from here, and there, as I suspected, you get an export from here to a PDF or text. I'll crank the PDF out so it'll format a little bit better. Score of 0, summary, I failed, blah, 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 blah. Here's the rubric that it was using in the background. These are really key things for each one. Each company is a little bit different on what the rubric is. And it calls out what's kind of missing in my resume. It gives me this thing to practice on for the next time for a real interview. And that's it. There's one other thing that's important for me to show you, but I can't get out of this thing. You could take your study guide, go offline with it, and then come back and restart your application. And it'll pick up where it left off. Practice makes perfect. The other thing you can do, play around, say, add in a question, tell me about yourself. Trips a lot of people up. They don't quite get how important this one is. So now that I have that in there, I can restart the application. And it should start with that as the first question.
Hello, Taylor. I'm your interview coach, and I'm here to help you
I'm interrupting it because I want it to give me the answer. And it should be customized for this position.
Resume grounded draft. I am an AI product manager and technical program manager with 14 plus years delivering enterprise platforms and operational workflow modernization across large matrixed organizations.
Well, I hope you enjoy my application and start practicing for your next interview.